97.3 Citi FM. Relevant radio, always.
Hi, it's been another week of international football. Ghana played Mozambique and it was very, very entertaining in Accra. Maybe the game in Maputo was less entertaining, but of course we'll run by you every detail here on the tracker. So it's here. It's time for another edition of the tracker here on Citi TV. My name is Rahman Osman. I'm very privileged to have one of the long-serving national players with me today. Emmanuel Agyemang Badu plays for Udinese in Italy and also a Ghana international. Badu, thanks for joining me.
Thank you, boss.
Well, I know you had a very long flight coming with, but it's amazing to have you. Now let's start with the game against Mozambique. It was a very difficult game. Now your impressions of both games in Accra and in Mozambique.
I think it was a very difficult games, both games. In Ghana we won 3-1. As you saw, they are very good side. They do much interpositional changes and very comfortably on the ball. And we won them here. We went back. They were very disciplined because they didn't allow us to get the space we got in Ghana here. And we played 4-3-3 there, and it worked very well, and we got 1 point. So far, we undefeated with 10 points. I think it's not bad. So we are on course.
Well, there's always a pressure of playing for Ghana because we are one of the best countries on the African continent when it comes to football. Now, as a player of both Udinese and Ghana national team, how do you feel when you walk by the street and everybody says, "Oh, that's Emmanuel Agyemang Badu"? That's always been your dream, isn't it?
It's every player's dream, but I'm cool with it. This is what I've chosen to do. So I'm not bothered with criticisms. Although in the game you have to be criticized, but the most important thing is you just concentrate and do what you like best.
Okay. So that was the game against Mozambique. Ghana managed to pick up 10 points in the first 4 games, in fact 5 games, 5 games of the group stage. It looks as if Ghana will make it to the Africa Cup of Nations.
120%.
120%, that's according to Emmanuel Agyemang Badu. But let's move on. A lot of the viewers want to know how it started with you. Now, remember you were the man that took the last penalty kick against Brazil and Egypt in 2009. Now, before that, nobody actually knew who Badu was.
I'm just a simple guy from the village called Sekwa. It's very close to Brekum. That's where I started everything before one man, he's called Alpha. He saw me and brought me into Brekum 2007, 2008. So I came and played for Berlin FC. That was second division team. At that time there was one team in Brekum called Semerika. They were in second division and Berlin was third division. So I was a bit criticized because moving from second division in Sekwa, coming back to third division in Brekum. So people criticized me a bit, but I said, okay. I did a lot of work on him and knew he's one man who helps players a lot because he was a former manager of John Pentel as well. And one guy called Samoche, he plays for Techma FC. So I came to Berlin FC, that was third division now. Straight away I qualified the team to second division. So from there I started scoring and Brekum Arsenal saw me. So they signed me in 6 months loan deal. From second division to the premiership, it was very difficult for me. I had a lot of difficulties. But that time was Coach Pakwesi Fabian. So he gave me confidence that, okay, that's how it is. From second division to premier, it will be difficult. I have to try to adjust to whatever is going on, and maybe the following year I can make it. So after the loan deal, Mr. Yakubu Moro said, okay, he want to buy me, and my manager said, no, I should play another loan for 1 year. So 2008, I started another fresh year with Brekum Arsenal, and things went really well. That's where the name started coming up. Hasufok, Asante Kotoko, at that time Mediaman, all the teams. But I chose Kotoko. And I went there, I signed a loan deal with Asante Kotoko. Unfortunately, because of the national team games, I couldn't play much of the games. And that's where I gained the chance to play for the first edition of the CHAN in Ivory Coast. So from the CHAN, when we came back, I got injured. So most of the games with Asante Kotoko, I couldn't. And when I recovered, there was the time for us to go for the Under-20 African Cup of Nations in Rwanda. So I joined my colleagues and we went to Rwanda, and that's where it all started. So briefly, just let me leave it here so we can continue. Well,
interesting stuff. Now that's a very touching story if you ask me. Now, the big deal, the massive stage was in Egypt 2009. Ghana became the first African country to lift the FIFA Under-20 World Cup. You scored the final penalty in that competition. Now run us by what went through your mind when you stepped out to take that final kick.
So we went to the World Cup. We were having a great group, fantastic group, with an excellent captain, Dedeyo. I think I'm one of the guys who knows him very well because I have been with him for like getting to 7 years now. Exceptional player, motivator, excellent in everything. We had a long chat. Every night he would come to me, Agyemang, what should we do? We were having a great strikers as well, like Edia, Ransford the same. Our lateral backs was fantastic. David Eddy with Samuel Lincoln. Central defense pair was excellent with Daniel Ado with Jonathan Mensah. I was playing with Rabiu. He's one of the waterholic players I have known. Dede on the left, Abiku Kwanza or maybe Opoku Agyemang on the right. So the team was compact. And we started so well. I think we won almost all the games, and it came to a time we have to play Brazil in the finals. I remember one thing, I was in my room and they came. He said, Agyemang, I can't sleep. I said, Andre, I can't sleep myself. What should we do? We have to just make the nation proud where we have reached. Everyone knows we're playing against Brazil, one of the greatest nations which everyone can talk about or boast about. But we are in African soil. We have to make it for Africa, for Mother Ghana, for our family, and for our friends. He said, brother, I trust you, thank you. Then he went back to his room. So the day came. We started the game. It was 50-50, and unfortunately we got red card on the 30th minute. So I have to withdraw back and help Jonathan with Rabiu. 70 minutes of football with 10 against 11 against Brazil was very difficult for us, but we managed to hold them. We went to extra time, we hold them again, and they came for the penalty kicks. We chose our first five. They chose. It went all around, and it came for someone who will kick.
Want to play.
No, I didn't. I didn't at all. Even the first five, I was running away. Because at that time, I was playing in Ghana, and I wasn't having much experience. Yeah. So I left everything for the professionals, so that they can take control of everything. But it came to a time, it left like 3 or 4 players, and it was the last kick for us to pick the cup. So I asked Opoku Agyemang, Opoku, will you go? He said no. I asked David said no. So that's where Inkum told me, Agyemang, come on, just go and make your name. And
that's what Inkum told you.
Yeah. And I remember before that game, before the tournament, my mom said she had a dream that I have done something and my name is everywhere. Maybe death will come, or maybe the whole world will go to an end. So I said, I thought about it. I said, Mom, are you serious? I said, let's wait and see and let's pray on it. So when Inkum told me that, just like a second, I remembered what my mom said. I said, I think this is the time. So I went for the ball comfortably because I knew I would make the nation proud. And thanks to God, I made it easy.
Ghana have won the competition for the first time. On African soil, an African